You went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 17 of the NFL.
Here we go, the final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, sixth-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 catches, 105 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete.
Minshew's pass.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jeffrey Simmons in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So on fourth down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
3. Cardinals, nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Well, I know one thing in baseball, you want to have your closer, right, to finish off games. How about finishing off a season? Last week, week 16, he was the NFC Offensive Player of the Week as he looks forward to this one here to close out the year.
And, of course, he'll have the playoffs to look forward to. Already clinched a berth there, but indeed a great week 16. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And as things start to come into focus here in the final weekend, their future is still up in the air. Currently in possession of the 5 spot, but could fall entirely out of the postseason if this final day does not go their way.
Yeah, look, partner, most teams at this stage, you're not worried about your playoff seeding. You're worrying about being in the playoffs. So it doesn't matter whether it's number 5, 3, 7, whatever. If they win, they get in, and they'll worry about the rest of it after that.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down, and the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense about ready to take over again. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But you're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Robinson. That's good.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Minshew. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The football going back over to Arizona now. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence.
It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Intercepted by the Rams. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
At the 36-yard line.
Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. Here's Minshew. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. There's a nice move. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
In punt formation.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. through the air first. Maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9. Minshew, quick hitter here, it's complete.
Minshew's pass.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Rams on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
And it's
3rd from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Braden Mann now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. And this situation is very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
Complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And the
running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Number 30, the ball
tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cardinals' 39-yard line.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
Minshew's
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The ball carried by number
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
25-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Minshew's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
It'll be Minshew again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. The Cards get to him here. he's brought down for a sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin by heading out to Southern California, Kansas City and the LA Chargers in an AFC West matchup. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 28-7, your final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Jared Goff leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Minshew's pass.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Minshew's.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
A gain of 13.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down to the 36. We'll call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
Number 29.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Minshew's
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st down, Rams.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
The pass.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it different.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
And sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete.
The pass intended for number 15. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I bet you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and just take them one game at a time, right?
Yeah, they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Cardinals on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 10 more yards. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Cardinals first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position that are working.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery
Arizona. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of play.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Quarterback sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson.
The pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they give this time to the tailback. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
21-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down 14-7. And time, a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Back to throw. And Wilson has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. His throw is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm out the chain, I'm out the leash. But baby girl, I play with keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go.
Turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch his skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Nah, I get it and go. Nah, I get it and go.